Hello Virgo, welcome to your reading for mid-April. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. Alright, Virgo, I am primarily a love reader. That's what I'm going to focus on. We're going to start off with some oracle cards and then freestyle your tarot reading. Towards the end, I will pull a couple of universe cards just to connect the dots. Now, Virgo, if this reading does indeed resonate with you, then any interaction with it, whether it's a like or a comment or a subscribe, will not only help my channel grow, it's going to add your energy to the collective pool and just make it easier for me to read for everybody just a little bit better. Alright, now let's see what we have. To start off, we have apophyllite. How beautiful. It's interesting because I bought a ton of apophyllite yesterday. It talks about curiosity and it carries the energy of Jupiter. Where is Jupiter right now? It's in Taurus, I think. Is it not? Give me a minute. Yeah. Oh no, Jupiter is in Aries. Jupiter is in Aries. Alright, anyway. And we have air, open-mindedness, objectivity and learning. Some of you may have heavy air in your chart, or you could be dealing with somebody who does. We will see. But with curiosity and air, it's interesting that there is this theme of learning. Some of you could be delving into higher education. Some of you could be learning about love. You could be learning about relationships, about archetypes, how to show up correctly, what kind of partner you desire. This could also talk about communication. Now, Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It expands anything it touches, right? So I'm getting a very Aquarius kind of energy, which is wonderful because Pluto has just made a generational transit. After 2 decades, it's gone into Aquarius. So this overarching theme of community, of humanitarianism, of interacting with like-minded people and creating new social groups is in the air. And learning. So let's see, you could be meeting somebody through a group of friends, or you could just be, if you're already in a relationship or a situationship, it's possible that there's a whole lot of back and forth communication happening, and it's very open-minded communication, which is great. Now, I just got back from Italy and I got these beautiful handmade leather cards. I thought I'm going to use them. Oh, we have Temperance. Oh no, pardon me, it's in Italian. This is the Empress. Kind of Jupiterian energy, even though the Empress is technically Venusian, but the Empress talks about growth, right? Creativity, productivity, nourishment. So there is something here that is blossoming, is what I'm getting. But we shall see. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. Libra specifically, because we have air showing up. There's some kind of compromise that I am noticing in this combination as well, and being unbiased in your communication style. Let's see, we have the 10 of Wands. You've been carrying some kind of burden. You've been facing some kind of challenge, but thankfully 10s in the tarot are the end that lead to aces, right? So this is the time for you to set those wands down. Let's see. Oh, exactly. Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. Recognition and success. And this energy sits perfectly with you because this is the Ace of Earth, right? You are a mutable Earth sign. And then we have Temperance. You remember how I called the Empress card Temperance? Freudian slip. It was supposed to show up. Moderation and equilibrium. Sagittarius energy. It's almost like you're being patient. You're being patient because you see the potential in something. You're willing to put in the work. And you're being patient because the Ace of Pentacles takes its own sweet time. This is not the Ace of Wands where you need to strike while the iron is hot, right? The Ace of Wands gives you that window, a long enough window to work with it. And again, the Ace of Pentacles is a very stable offer. For some of you, this could just relate to your career, but since I am a love reader, I will focus on that. So this could be a very stable commitment coming your way. It's very healthy. I'm getting a very healthy energy right here. The minute I said that, we have the 5 of Wands. Frustration and opposition. I feel like you're being the bigger person. Can I say that? Because see, with the Empress, again, just carry the archetypal energy with you. There's no gender in tarot. With the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Wands, I feel like your environment could be a little volatile. But the way you're conducting yourself is mature. It's healthy. It's patient. You're not throwing a fit. You're not going off on a rant. You are just very patiently waiting for the storm to pass before you can express yourself in a healthy way. Yeah, indecision and avoidance. Now, the 2 of Swords sometimes can talk about a stalemate energy, but when it comes to this reading, I feel like this is avoidance for the better, because whoever this is around you, whoever it is that you are dealing with, could be dealing with something on their side, which could have nothing to do with you, right? This could be an issue that they're dealing with family, or for some of you, it could be another romantic interest, just for a few of you. But whatever that is on their side, it's not doing too well. They're not doing too good. That's why we have open-mindedness and objectivity. I feel like you're realizing that whatever is going south here is not your fault, right? You are not a part of that unhealthy equation. So there's a detachment here. But at the same time, there's an expectation because you see the potential for this to grow. Does that make sense? Interesting. And then we have the King of Swords. Again, more air energy, articulate and intelligent. You're conducting yourself very logically. And I wouldn't expect anything else of you. We have the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So you see, I see that potential as well, like you do. It's almost like you're not taking things personally, but at the same time, you're holding space for this person. You're waiting for them to deal with their own crap and come to you in the correct way. Because again, with the 10 of Cups, there's a whole lot of love here from both sides, right? The 10 of Cups is not a singular energy. It is not the 9 of Cups. The 10 includes 2 people or more if there's a family involved. But, oh, there it is. You see, we have the Tower and we have the Shadow. Something needs to crumble. I feel like the person you're dealing with could, for some of you, be dealing with addictions. It is possible. They could be dealing with their shadow side that could be predominant at the moment in their personality, right? They could be facing fears. They could be facing parts of themselves that they don't necessarily like. So if some of you are in no contact with the 2 of Swords, if you feel like there's no communication, it's not because of you. It's because they don't want to put you through whatever it is they are going through on their end. You know what I mean? Interesting. This is going to be a very short reading, but well, I'm not going to prolong it just for watch hours. Let's see. You're being very open-minded. You're being very unbiased. And some of you may be even, I suddenly got this, you may be with curiosity, and I did see the page of something at the bottom. You may be delving into psychology, trying to understand this person and yourself. You remember I said you're learning about relationships. So it's possible you're discovering archetypes. You could be discovering that your person could be an avoidant archetype, you know, a dismissive or a fearful. This is just for a small number of you. And you're trying to make sense of their behavior. Not out of desperation, but more out of trying to understand, more out of objectivity and learning. There is a touch of psychology right here. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are psychologists. But moderation, equilibrium. I'm getting a very healthy energy from you. There's a patience here. There's a sense of waiting. We have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles can be very unchanging, but the King of Pentacles is the king of stability, of groundedness, of rootedness, of fortune as well. And this is your energy. This is Earth, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like you are holding on very tightly to your roots. You are staying very grounded within yourself, because the person you are dealing with is in a very volatile state, and you are not letting them affect you, because if they had affected you, this card wouldn't have shown up. So you are staying true to your essence, right? You're not betraying yourself. You're not letting your frequency shift. Exactly. How beautiful. The Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles has been modernized into the card of being single. It very well could be. But for me as a reader, the Nine of Pentacles is the card of being independent and whole within yourself, regardless of your status, right? Regardless of your commitment status. So when you are in the Nine of Pentacles energy and you are in a commitment, when you're in a relationship, it means that there is no codependency. I did see the shadow at the bottom, which talks about dependence, right? So it's possible that you or the person you're dealing with, you were stuck in that codependent relationship, which is why this tower had to fall, right? Because only once you reach the Nine of Pentacles is when the 10th Pentacle is offered to you as the Ace of Pentacles by the universe, that you're ready to be committed, because you're not depending on each other. You don't need each other to be whole. So I don't know if this shadow is something that you are seeing within yourself, within the relationship, or within the person you're dealing with. But either way, once you embody this Nine of Pentacles and King of Pentacles energy, this independent energy, that is when you can purify this union. That is what you are most likely working on for the next 2 weeks. We have the Eight of Cups. And if that means you need to walk away from this for just a minute, I think it's absolutely all right for you to do that. We have the Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters, because again, this burden that you're carrying most likely isn't your own. Whatever shadow is stemming, whatever shadow, let's say, is coming to the light, is not your fault. It's because of triggers and traumas that may have embedded themselves in your person's psyche because of a difficult childhood, for example. So yeah, Six of Wands and the Seven of Wands and the Five of Wands again with the Strength card. The Strength card talks about unconditional love. All right, so you walking away from this temporarily while this person fixes their issues and you deal with your own is healthy, right? There's nothing wrong with it. It's all for peace. That's what I'm getting. It's all for peace. You need to temperate yourself. You need to balance the situation before you can move full steam ahead. This does have potential to grow, but at the moment, especially with Mars being in Cancer, there's a lot of passive aggressiveness in the air, right? Which again is not healthy. So if you need to take a time out for just a minute, do it. I'm going to get one more card with the Eight of Cups. We have the Chariot. How beautiful. And it's funny how, oh my God, okay, I'm on fire. I was just talking about Mars being in Cancer. The Chariot is a Cancer card. I was talking about light and shadow, and this theme has been prevalent for the collective. You're the sixth sign I'm reading for. The light and the shadow. It needs to be balanced so that you can move towards victory, towards success. The Eight of Cups is also a card of movement like the Chariot, right? So some of you may need to travel. It is possible to just clear the air, to clear your head. And a little bit of space, like I said, is very healthy in relationships, especially when things aren't going smoothly, right? This is not an avoidant tactic. This is just smart. Instead of, it's like quicksand, right? The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. So there's a state of surrender here that I am feeling for you. And I kind of like it. Because again, this is temporary. There's a lot of potential. And there's a lot of love here. But yeah, again, I'm just a random person on YouTube reading cards. There's free will at play. You do what you need to do. But I see you taking the right approach here. I see you taking a tougher path, because you see those mountains right here, right? It is a tougher path for you, but you're doing it in order to purify the essence of this relationship. All right, this is not everybody's reading, but whoever it resonated with, let me know. I hope this helped. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.